An extended period of declining retail gasoline prices at the pump could continue throughout the fourth quarter of 2014. That's what's currently underway. Currently in mid-Michigan, you can find a gallon of gas for $2.97 at assorted locations and businesses throughout the mid-Michigan area. Let's try to learn a little bit more about why this is happening and hopefully gain info if it will continue from David Taylor, who's an oil and gas expert for 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio. David, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. A lot of happy people here in Michigan as we fill up our gas tanks. What's going on?
Well, first of all, I'll say I'm jealous because it's about 3:07 here in Texas. But, you know, this happens every year around September when you start getting a lot of people who quit going to the amusement parks or taking family vacations. So this is a really consistent trend. But at the same time, it's a welcome relief that makes it easier for definitely during the shopping season.
All right. What's at the core of this? What's causing this?
So there's two different trains of thoughts. One, you could look at it as more of a geopolitical issue where you have different skirmishes around the country and it's causing, or not the country, but around the globe, causing prices to fluctuate based on production. And then I think what really gets to the core of it is just a traditional economic play, which is, you think hedge funds and how people short stocks and do all these things, but really this is an issue with keeping the long position. And it's just betting on the come of we have such a huge surplus of oil right now that they have to, export it and get it out of the country and get it to a refinery. So good news for us that we just have a high supply right now.
How low can the prices go? Could we see anything as low as $2.50, $2.75?
People are saying around $2.50, $2.75. I think that will probably be about as low as it gets because at a point, the companies have to shut off the pumps and it gets too inexpensive for them to sell it. And then therefore there's no reason to produce. So that's going to kind of, dictate how prices are going to be.
David, you think that oil pipeline through the Midwest will ever get built?
That is a great question, and that's actually kind of what my company does, which is Crudefunders, is we invest into infrastructure, we invest into drilling and things like that. So I believe with a lot of different municipalities and a lot of the tribal nations are putting in that dollar amount to go into through Oklahoma all the way up through North Dakota, just the whole entire midsection of the country.
This is being held back by the president, correct? Aren't there a lot of folks who'd like to see this get built, and it would create a lot of jobs and a lot of positives, but we're dragging our feet here?
Yeah, I think it's always going to be a political game on that one. You get a lot of people who don't believe that drilling is going to make such a significant difference, even though it creates so many jobs. It has a huge impact on the economy, but yet you'll have a couple different people who say that it's not being done the right way. So unfortunately, that causes a lot of mixed emotions in that industry. So I'm hoping so. I think it just is better for the country.
We've been talking with David Taylor, who's an oil and gas expert for 1320 WILS and Fox News Radio. Thanks so much, David.
Have a great afternoon.